Hi guys, welcome to the CATWay. So in this video, we are going to solve our daily set. And before we begin, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Now you can pause the set and try it yourself and let's move further then. Okay, so what do we have today is that the bar graph provides information about the marks obtained by 6 students A, B, C, D and E and F in 4 different subjects PQRS. Okay, so there are 6 people and there are 4 subjects. Okay. Now, the marks obtained by each student of the subject P is indexed to maximum marks that can be obtained in the subject P. This holds true for the other 3 subjects as well. For example, if the maximum marks that can be obtained in the subject P is 40K. Okay, so the maximum marks is this, and that is 40K, right? 40K. Then the marks obtained by P in subject P by student A is 15K, by student B is 20K, C is 25K, and so on. It has been given to you. Okay. Now this holds true for the marks obtained by the students in other 3 subjects as well. All right. So for subject Q, the total maximum marks is 50Y, let's say, and student A has got 20Y, B has got 10Y, and so on. Okay. Now what has been given is that the marks obtained by A in subject P is not less than that obtained by him in subject Q or R, but not more than that obtained by him in subject S. And this holds true for the marks obtained by each of the other 5 students as well. So every student has got greater than or equal to marks in Q and R. Okay. So it's the relationship between the marks obtained by a person in P and Q is that P will always be greater than or equal to marks obtained in Q or the marks obtained in R, and P will be less than equal to the marks obtained by S. Now what do we have is, see, so we have a relationship over here, right? What do we have? You just check it out. Let's talk about A. So what are the scores of A? Scores of A are, acha, first let us identify them. Let's give the names to total score. So this is over here 40P, this is 50Q, this is 60R, and this is 80S. Okay, let's say these are the total scores. Okay. Now what you know about these people is that A is equal to 15P, it's 20Q, 25. Acha, sorry. It's yeah, 20Q, and then it is 8R, and the score is 25S. Similarly, for B, what do you have is 20P, or you have 10Q, or you have 16R, or you have 15S. Okay, so these are supposedly the scores of the 6 people. Okay, these are the scores that have been obtained by the 6 people that we have. Acha, one relationship has been given that P will always be greater than or equal to Q. Okay. So now the relationship that we have in case of P and Q is that 15P, that is for A, if you talk about 15P is greater than 10Q. Sorry, 15P is greater than 20Q. Okay. Similarly, for B, if you talk about, for B, what is going to happen is that 20P, okay, 20P is going to be greater than or equal to 10Q. Similarly, for C, what do you have? You have that 25P is greater than or equal to 15Q. For D, you have 10P greater than or equal to 18Q. Okay. For E, what do you have is, let us remove this. Okay. For E, what do you have is that 25P is greater than equal to 32Q. And for FU, what do you have is 30P is greater than equal to 12Q. Okay, so this is the relationship that we have. And what we know is each of them needs to be satisfied. Okay, every single one of them needs to be satisfied. So what do you get from here? You get that P is greater than or equal to 1.33Q. Okay, so P is greater than or equal to 1.33Q, right? But over here, what do you get? P is greater than equal to 0.5Q. Okay. So now let's compare these 2 cases. What do you have is that P will be greater than or equal to 0.5Q, whereas from here you are getting that P will be greater than equal to 1.33Q. Now to satisfy both of them, the minimum value that P can have will be 1.33 because both of them have to be satisfied. So similarly, you have to look for the number where the relationship where the relationship for P divided by Q P divided by Q is the highest. Okay, that is what you have to look forward to. So what do you get in the, for C, if you calculate, you will get that P is greater than or equal to 0.6 Q. Here you get P is greater than or equal to 1.8 Q. Okay, here again it's less than 1.8, here also it's less than 1.8. So one thing is pretty much clear, is that is pretty much clear over here, is that P is greater than or equal to 1.8 Q, right? P is going to be greater than equal to 1.8 Q. And similarly, you remember you had been given the relationship between P and R, and you have been given the relationship between P and S. Now, on the same lines, we have tried, we will identify, and what you will get is that P is greater than or equal to 2.4 R, and P is greater than or equal to, sorry, P is less than or equal to 0.4 S. Okay, it is less than or equal to 0.4 S. So this is first thing that we have identified. Now let's move to the questions that we have. Okay, now the first thing that we have is that if the marks obtained by A in subject Q and R is the same. Okay, so what is the marks obtained by A in subject Q? It is 20 Q. Okay, and it is given that it is same as the marks obtained by him in R. So what do you have is 20 Q is equal to 8 R. So what do you have is Q by R. Q by R will be equal to 2 by 5. Okay, the relationship between Q and R is that Q by R is equal to 2 by 5. Okay, then the maximum marks that can be obtained in subject Q as the percentage of maximum marks that can be obtained in subject R. So basically what you have to find is 50 Q by 60 R, and from here we know the value of Q by R. So what do you get is 50 by 60 into 2 by 5. Okay, this is what you get. So what you get is 100 by 3. You get 100 by 3. Okay, why 100 by 3? Because you have to consider it in percentage terms. Okay, so here into 100 was also there. Okay, into 100 was also there. Okay, so the correct answer for this will be that it is 33.33%. Okay, so option number C is the right answer. Okay, come to the second question that we have. A student is said to have passed in a subject if and only if he has obtained at least 40% of the maximum marks that can be obtained in that subject. In how many subjects at least 3 students have passed? So when you talk about P, more than 40% means any person who is getting more than 16 P is going to pass that exam. So how many people do we have? We have B, C, D, sorry, B, C, E, and F passing the examination. So in P, there are 4 students who have passed. Similarly, when you talk about Q, the passing percentage is 40%. So that means anyone getting 20 Q se zyada will be passing. Okay, more than for 20 Q will be passing, or 20 Q. So there is one person and there is a second person. So Q may only 2 people are there, so Q won't be counted. R may it is 60, so you need to have 24 R minimum. So there is one people, there is only just one guy. So R also won't be counted. And when you talk about S, it should be 32. And you can see that there is only one person more than 32 S. So S also only one person is passing. So the number of subjects in which there are at least 3 people who have passed is 1, that is P, and the correct answer would be option number C. Now come to the third one. So if the marks obtained by C in subject S is 20, okay, so marks obtained by C in subject S is 20. So what do we have is that 20 S ka value is given to you as 20. So from here, what do you have is S is equal to 1. Then the marks obtained by F in subject P can be at most. Now F in subject P, if you talk about F in subject P has scored how much? F in subject P has scored 30 P. Okay, F in this subject has scored 30 P. Now guys, you know that P is less than or equal to 0.4 S. Okay, now the value of S is 1. So P is less than or equal to 0.4. Now the question is at most. That means the maximum marks he can get. The maximum value of P could be 0.4. So what do you have? 30 into 0.4, that is 12 marks is the maximum F can get in subject P. Hence option number B is the right answer. So this was a pretty good set, guys, and hope you have understood the set well. Thanks for watching the video.